You can find us at BWSSpodcast.com and on Facebook at BWSS Podcast. This is because we said so. Let's start the show.
And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's because we said so.
Dude, did I tell you I started yoga? Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, yoga, Pilates,
Okay.
but like mat.
Elena
Pilates,
does Pilates like 2-3 times a week.
like on the mat, not in like that machine.
No, she goes to like some like Pilates studio, blah blah blah. Dude, yoga's no joke, man.
It's real.
It's real and it's hard.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'll do some yoga, whatever. Dude, that shit's hard. And I mean, just like if you're just even beginning, your shoulders are gonna be sore, your tries are gonna be sore, like.
Your feet, your ankle, everything, dude.
Dude, the biggest issue I have when I do yoga is my wrists, like for downward dog and some of these holds. Because let's face it, I got a lot of freaking weight up here, and it's just a lot of pressure on my wrists.
I would think your shoulders, because my issue is the shoulders, holding those positions.
I don't have issues with that, although they do get sore. The only thing that really hurts while I'm doing it is my wrists.
It's good, man. It's in a hot room too.
Oh, that's cool. So you sweat it out.
Yeah, big time.
I bet. So is it? Are you doing hot yoga or it's just a room?
I'm doing hot yoga
Oh, dude, that's just no joke.
and hot Pilates and hot everything else, all the other classes.
Wow,
It's crazy, dude.
you're just sizzling, bro.
I'm like, I don't got to go to the sauna anymore.
That's cool. I was actually doing well, losing some weight because when we were doing these for my job, we would have a lot of stuff come in, and we are not a massive company, even though we do very, very well. But long story short, like every once in a while, you got to help unload some stuff because we get these massive shipping containers come in. Yeah. So you got to unload this stuff, and these boxes, are 35, 40 pounds, and there's about 1,000 of them on the freaking container. So, it's a lot. So like, once a week, twice a week, I was doing it, but now they changed it because we're getting bigger. We just don't have the time for us to do it by hand. So everything's being palletized. So now I don't get that workout anymore. They just pull everything out on pallets. So it sucked. It was a lot of hard work. It was in a warehouse that was like hotter than outside because there's no AC in that part because you can't really AC a warehouse. Like the door's always open. So I was getting a really, really good workout, but yeah, not anymore.
Sweating feels good, man.
It does. It does. Like tennis, bro, like volleyball, all the stuff that I had time to do, which now honestly, truthfully, if I really wanted to do it, like with my friends, I have to get up at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I don't want to play tennis that bad.
Sometimes I sacrifice sleep. I only do like 4 or 5 hours of sleep to wake up, get that hour of yoga in, and then go back home and organize, and then go to work.
Sure.
I've done it. But
How
then
early are you getting up for yoga?
How what?
How early are you getting
I'm doing
up?
11 a.m. classes,
Yeah, okay,
but I'm
sure.
going to sleep at 4:30.
So you can go on YouTube and the Yoga Collective, and there's just videos upon videos upon videos.
It's not the same.
I know it's not. I'm just saying if you want to do it at home, just to get like a little bit of a thing going.
I feel like I don't even want to do it at home. I feel like at home I'm gonna do my push-ups, pull-ups, go for a run.
Sure. See,
shit
I'm not
like
doing
that.
any of that shit. So if I can do yoga at home, man, it's a win. I do miss it. You saw we have the bike with the screen and everything.
Peloton.
Yeah, no, I got the Nordic track just because the Peloton's great.
It's overpriced, right?
But the Peloton, few things. First of all, it comes with, you have to have bike shoes. And you have to subscribe to their shit, which is like $40 a month right off the bat. The Nordic track one, first of all,
it's like $1,200, right?
No, dude, it's like $2,500.
Shit.
It's $2,500 for it. Then the service, you got to pay for delivery, and then you want to get I know this, so I got the Nordic track version, and there's not much in the beginning. There was no Bluetooth connectivity. I don't know how they did it. Maybe because you have to have the receiver in there, but what Nordic Track is doing is they keep patching stuff. And like last year, Bluetooth, I got it like 2 years ago, year and a half ago, Bluetooth came out. So now you can connect your headphones, but the bike is 2 inches longer, which for me being 6'3", that 2 inches is really, really important. They have all the classes. You can do classes live. But the service is free for the first year. Then it's only $25 a month for like everybody, the whole family. You get 5 users. But the cool thing is the best thing about it from an exercise standpoint, this is not a commercial. It has motorized elevation. So if you're going uphill, the whole bike will move uphill and it'll simulate the extra effort it would take to go uphill. So when you're on the screen going uphill and the bike's moving, like legit, you can feel the resistance on the bike as you're going uphill.
See, I don't know Nordic Track did all of that.
See, that's the thing. Peloton doesn't have that motorized, it's just a rigid surface. Dude, it's a game changer, man. And from what I hear, I haven't tried it. When I was researching it, because it can use Google Maps, you can actually plot a course. Like I could ride to your house using Google Maps, and it'll simulate the elevation and that's what I haven't checked it out yet because mainly I just do one of the thousands of classes. That's anyway. Crazy. This is because we said so, folks. You got Seth and Mike 1. You got Laz. Hold on.
I'm going to call him.
Actually, let's face it. Marcos is in the house. The Dark Sun stepping in. So he's supposed to be here. And Laz, unfortunately, cannot be here. And we've talked about it. No freaking secret. But Laz has contracted COVID. So he's vaccinated, as we know, so he feels completely fine. He said he had maybe like a little bit of the sniffles. The way he found out was that he was eating something and he realized he couldn't smell it. So
he couldn't smell the rum from his coworker.
No, he couldn't smell.
Oh yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah,
he couldn't smell the rum.
Yeah, at all. So that's how he went and got tested. So he's at home chilling. We're going to try to call him for the third segment when we get to beef, because maybe it has a little beef for us. But that being
positivity.
Said, yeah, and some positivity for sure. But anyway, I think if he answers, we'll see. I'm not letting him know we're doing this because, I want it to be spontaneous. So he might not answer. But if he's awake and he sees me calling, he'll answer the phone for sure. So anyway, we appreciate Marco stepping in. I mean, he was going to be here anyway, but now, as you can see, he's got the beautiful forest behind him, sitting in Laz's spot. So, and we got Lucas in mic 3.
Hey.
And Baby Yoda sitting in mic 4. Lucas, I can't hear you even a little bit, bro.
What about now?
Maybe a little more.
Well, also, I wanted to bring up, you're going to hate me. My neighbor's mowing the lawn right now.
That's okay. I don't think we can hear it.
Okay. No, that background noise.
Right now?
Okay.
It's like dark almost.
No, it's still.
It's like 7 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Well, you can get us at our website, bwsspodcast.com. Email is contact@BWSS. We record everything at Arcane Studios. All the music is by then silenced. All the stuff that you guys hear every week. And please tell your friends. You hear that every week also. Maybe the next time you're at a red light, just get out of the car. Or maybe just stroll up to the car in front of you, knock on the window, say, hey, have you heard of BWSS podcasts? When he's looking at you all weird and shit. No, they're pretty good.
Make a little sign.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Slam it against the window.
Cards.
Or if you want to just sit at the side of the road with a donation cup, it's like, please donate to BWSS podcast,
Shit.
And then just keep the money for yourself. We'll do it just for the publicity.
That's a really good plan.
Anyway,
Pay yourself.
Yeah, right. So anyway, number 85, we're going to be talking about the Delta variant. Vaccine's been fully approved. We got 2 different points of view. It could be applause. It could be wah, wah, wah. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Blue Origin versus NASA versus SpaceX. Soldiers and marijuana. Anyone? Clue?
No.
Nothing? Maybe?
Don't they all?
Interesting that you say that. Alcohol poisoning. Anyone? No.
Don't they all?
Right? That's funny. WTF News, Weather, Lazarus Corner, Positivity. We'll see We're going to catch him off guard. But if he answers the phone, we got a story for him. So we'll see how it goes. Any thoughts before we move into quick news?
No. Nah.
Okay.
It's time for quick news.
So Wendy Wu, Sarah Zhang from The Star, China willing to work with U.S. on Afghanistan, but calls for easing of other pressures. It's like, thanks, China. We appreciate your willing to work with us on Afghanistan. You know. So anyway, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken picked up the phone on Monday to Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi for a discussion on how the two countries could work together to achieve a soft landing for Afghanistan. He was told Beijing was willing, but Washington would need to step back the pressure on its greatest rival, according to the Chinese state media. Wang earlier had spoken to his Russian counterpart, Sergey Lavrov, with both sides agreeing that Beijing and Moscow should step up the communication and coordination over the Afghanistan situation. So long story short, because the Taliban took over the way that they did, they're starting to okay, this could easily spill into us, especially China, which I'm pretty sure, Lucas, can you look this up? I should know this.
Lucas.
The Afghanistan, is it right next to the Xinjiang province? I'm pretty sure it is. So where they're doing the cotton.
So you're saying that they're afraid that the Taliban are going to spread?
That's what they're,
more than
they think so. They've been in a conversation with them for a while. Taliban reached out to them. If you watched or listened to last week's show, we talked about it a little bit. Taliban reached out to them and, just trying to say, hey, we're going to be taking over soon. We want to be friends. And China's like, sure. In fact, we're going to give you a bunch of money. We're going to invest. We're going to build your roads. Who
said that? China said that?
China said that.
Holy shit.
All we want, and they'll probably do the nation debt thing that they do with a lot of other countries, which is basically they give countries a loan they can't possibly repay, and they just all right, good. So we're going to mine all your minerals, which has been estimated to be $1 trillion, I think, is what they have in minerals in Afghanistan.
That's it?
Yeah,
and they don't have oil, right?
I'm pretty sure they have oil.
Then...
So Lucas already has too much to look up. Otherwise, I'd be like,
Afghanistan have oil.
So anyway, China's wanting to communicate to push for a soft landing, preventing new civil war on humanitarian disaster in the country. Like China cares about humanitarian shit. So I'm sure the citizens do. Nothing against the citizens at all. I have friends who live there. Nothing. But let's face it. It's the governments, it's not the people. Yeah. Even with us, why maybe Trump,
why wouldn't they?
What'd you drop?
My phone.
Oh, really? Could you put up to the camera so everyone can see?
My phone?
Your phone? Okay.
Sure, it's not on a dick pic.
Fumble. So
China has almost 50 miles of border with Afghanistan, combined with neighboring Tajikistan.
Tajikistan, yes.
Another Muslim majority nation with a porous border that adds about another 300 miles. That's basically between Baltimore and Boston. Sure. And I'm pretty sure it's close to the Xinjiang region. It is. Xinjiang or XIN. I'm pretty sure they're pretty close to each other. The northwest region. And also, does Afghanistan have oil? Yes. 1.8 billion barrels between Balk and Paul Jaws. I'm not even going to try it. Sure. It was discovered in 2010. Okay. All right. There you have it, folks. So we appreciate it, China. Thank you very much.
There you go.
We'll call you. So, all right. Kate Duffy, Business Insider, a lead engineer at Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, has left to join Elon Musk's SpaceX. Wow, that's a tough one. He was working on Blue Origin's moonlander. So a guy who was helping Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin, and Jeff Bezos recently went to space on his rocket, which is cool. He's been preparing for a NASA contract to land on the moon. NASA said they were going to award 2 contracts, and there were 3 companies that were involved. It was Blue Origin, it was SpaceX, and then there was another one. Anyway, I can't remember what it was. But anyway, Jeff Bezos losing out on Elon Musk's SpaceX to take humans to the moon is suing NASA. And basically because he didn't get picked, NASA's like, we're only going to pick one. And they even offered to pay like a $2 billion. Oh, here we go. Before taking NASA to court, Blue Origin filed a protest in April, offered to cover up to $2 billion for the first 2 years of production. And, you know, Bezos is like, hey, you know, we're going to sue you, but I'm just saying, we'll even like $2 billion we'll invest of our own money into this. So, yeah, but they're suing, and this guy is leaving Jeff Bezos and going over to SpaceX, which is pretty freaking cool because SpaceX has such a head start.
But who is that guy? Like
Jeff Bezos?
No, the one leaving.
The one leaving? Yeah, he's an engineer. So he was one of the guys that was basically working on, let's face it, Amazon's, I guess you could say, Moonlander.
So
they didn't say what he's going to be doing. I mean, somebody definitely were like, listen, come work for us. Come to the winning team.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? Fuck yeah. Like, if SpaceX got the only contract and this guy could go work for them, and he realizes that what's going on here, it's not going to happen. We're doing this for nothing. Go where you can be used. And I'm sure SpaceX was very happy to pay him quite a bit to jump ship. So it's a winner all the way around.
An engineer too.
Yeah.
So that's it.
I don't know if he was like a robotics engineer or, you know, I don't know, software engineer. I'm not 100% certain. We'll see. So you had a little bit of quick news. What you got over there?
Me? Oh, so quick news. I was going to pick up my bottle of Tito's and my pack of Black & Milds for Losner.
Yeah.
And
just
then,
trying to keep it real over there.
And then I ran into this. First time I ever seen this.
So please hold up to the camera. And what is it?
Ciroc brandy.
Does it say French VS, which is very special?
Yeah.
Aged at least a year. I mean, so
yeah.
Okay.
French grapes, and it's a French brandy.
Okay.
It's not a cognac for the obvious reasons, but
yeah, it would have to be from the cognac region, just like champagne has to be from Champagne.
But it's a blend too.
That's pretty cool. I tasted it. It's not bad. It's better than I expected it to be.
I wasn't surprised. I don't know. I like Ciroc.
Sure.
Sure. But is it good?
It's good. That's what I'm saying.
Good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the Tesserone that I have. You know what, bro? You know what I'm gonna do, bro?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna side by side me?
No. Well, I'm not gonna side by side. I'm just gonna pour you some, and we'll have some for the final segment.
Awesome.
So yeah. Sorry, Lucas. Sorry. He always misses out over there.
But yeah, I walked in a liquor store and I'm like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, this is." No, she didn't even ask me. She just brought it and brung it up.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, then. I guess I'm
Shit.
What's that?
taking that."
Beep. How much was it?
$18.
That's not bad.
It was a small bottle.
It's a small bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Not bad.
Would you say no in that circumstance, though? If
No.
you just ask what's that and she
Well,
goes,
if you like the product,
I was
and it's-
curious.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
$18 is not asking a lot. That's for sure. All right. Well, that's pretty awesome, man.
So yeah, that was my quick news.
We'll do the Tesserone later on. So Samantha Locke from Newsweek: mass alcohol poisoning from woman's homemade drinks kills 16 people. So what a lot of people don't realize is, yes, the alcohol that we drink is good for you, but not all alcohol is, and there are alcohols out there that'll kill you, especially like wood alcohol.
Especially homemade shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you get any type of wood or vegetal material, I mean, not vegetal, but they used to make them like back in the day. They would make them like in like it would actually make itself in like chop down tree trunks that were like hollowed out and shit like that.
Cinchona bark and shit.
But yeah, like it can be really, really dangerous. So the victims were found dead or dying soon after being taken to the hospital in the same area of Kaunas, Lithuania. Since the beginning of the month, a total of 16 men and women of various ages have died. Another 2 people are currently being treated by doctors. Officers arrested a 63-year-old woman last week and charged her with negligent deprivation of life. The woman reportedly had prior convictions for illicit trafficking in domestic alcoholic beverages and ethyl alcohol. Ethyl is not good for you at all. At all. So alcohol surrogates fall into two groups: those with ethanol, which is simply called alcohol; those without ethanol, such as ethylene, glycol, and methanol, which is wood spirit, which is what I was telling you guys about. Alcohol poisoning with ethanol is usually not severe. However, ethylene glycol and methanol poisoning can be fatal even after a timely treatment. Surviving patients are left with irreversible organ damage, such as kidney failure or blindness.
See, that's not worth it. They had something like that in Dominican Republic like 2-3 years ago too.
Yeah?
Yeah, like tourists were dying. And it was because they were swapping out the homemade alcohol with bottles of goose, pouring out the goose, putting homemade alcohol in there, and selling it at the club. And,
damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, that's why the laws are the way they are. Like, you're not allowed to just go out and make your own alcohol. Like,
it's risky.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually, President Carter back in '76 actually made it legal for 300 gallons of beer to be made per household for private consumption.
Beer.
Research Lucas.
I mean, you can make beer. There's a lot of people that make their own beer, which is fine. You know, like,
and
it's really hard to poison yourself when you're using, like wheat and stuff like that. What's that?
You sure about that?
Why?
You get wheat wet long enough and it gets the mold, you end up tripping. That's what they think the Salem witch trials ended up as.
As what exactly?
Wheat, or there was a grain that got wet and moldy.
Okay.
And it acted as a rudimentary LSD.
Okay. All right.
And that's what they think started off the Salem witch trials.
Okay.
the witches were giving it to the dudes, and they were getting all fucked up, and then
fucking.
Wow.
And then fucking, and then the wives, and then everybody getting in trouble. They're like, it's them bitches.
I mean, if you're on acid back then, I'm sure you feel like you're possessed, if you don't know any better, that's for sure.
And that's a different feeling. That's like, that's moldy alcohol.
Oof.
Like, that's a different high.
No spank you. All right, last one. BBC, Canadian soldier faces jail over feeding cannabis cupcakes to troops. Unbelievable.
It was legal.
Sounds like a patriot.
Well, yeah. She ate them during live firearms. Exercise, by the way. That little
takes time
nugget
to kick in, so.
Bombardier Chelsea Cogswell was found guilty of administering a noxious thing to 8 soldiers, as well as behaving in a disgraceful manner. Soldiers described feeling drunk and confused while handling weapons after eating the cakes in 2018. Ooh. So it's taken a while to go through all this, obviously. The crime occurred 3 months before cannabis was legalized, so she couldn't even wait 3 months for it to be legalized.
I mean, she drugged somebody. She drugged people. Yeah. That's crazy.
She said prosecutors had proven beyond a reasonable doubt a judge, Commander Sandra Suckstorf, Sukstorf, Suckstorf. Okay, well, that happened. So she said prosecutors had proved beyond a reasonable doubt that an infected soldiers had eaten cannabis from the cupcakes, which the Bombardier knowingly gave them. So it's really, really funny. So because the defense kind of so here's the defense, okay? Prosecutors in a military trial argued that, what's that, Lucas?
Oopsie.
Yeah, right? Hey, she found him. So prosecutors in a military trial argued that Cogswell added more peril to an already dangerous situation when she handed out the chocolate cupcakes. Soldiers testified feeling spaced out, incoherent, paranoid, and sluggish after eating the homemade treats. 5 later tested positive for cannabis, blah, 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 blah. Lawyers for Cogswell argued that military detectives lost several other cupcake wrappers, demonstrating investigative ability so shockingly negligent as to constitute an abusive process.
Oh, like they think that you
only found
a bunch
one
of cupcakes.
wrapper. One wrapper. Where were the other wrappers, Your Honor? Where were the other wrappers? The one wrapper that had tested positive for cannabis. What, what kind of sham investigation is this?
Yeah.
You got to give him credit.
They ate him.
She couldn't have lied and tried to say it was oregano.
No, you just
test your piss.
You just say there was nothing in them. There's nothing in them.
Yeah, but some people don't like being high.
Yeah, well, especially if you've never been high before. And especially depending on
when you
how
don't know
long
that you're high. You got drugged.
Cupcakes are.
Oh.
If they're super loaded, Good Lord. Seriously, I bet you one of them was like, I know what's in here, but I'm going to fucking eat it anyway because it won't be my fault.
I mean, what was it, like 15 people?
No, it was I think five or six.
And they all said something.
Well, they all were like, hey, something's wrong with
Why
me.
can't you tell 5 people that you're giving them a pop brownie?
I mean, I guess you wanted it
You
to
know,
be,
it's 5 people.
She
It's not
wanted it
like,
to be a surprise.
that's so fucked up.
Surprise!
Yeah, they're like, surprise. I'm telling you.
The judge did say, I've been on this bench long enough to see that there are a lot of good people that sometimes exercise very poor judgment. So she's guilty. She'll be sentenced in November. So, I mean, surprise. I had a friend do that to me once. My friend Wendy, this is when I was living in New York back in 2004, 2005. And she comes up, my Halloween just happens to be on my birthday just happens to be on Halloween. So she came up. And what New York does every year, or I mean, I don't know if they still do it, but every year they would have this parade where anybody can get in. Like you just join the parade. So it ends up being like this thing. Parade. What's that?
It's called Pride Parade.
No, dork. But they do have a Pride Parade too. They have prides all over the freaking place in New York. But anyway, so yeah, anybody can join. So you dress up, you look cool. We didn't actually join, but we just decided to sit at the edge. We were drinking, we were smoking, we were chilling. And she has these chocolate hearts. And she's like, here, you want some chocolate? And of course I want some chocolate. I was smoking, duh, who doesn't? Yeah. So yeah, I ate one. And then 15 minutes later, I didn't feel like I felt anything. She's like, hey, by the way, those chocolates had mushrooms in them. So happy birthday. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, here we go. So I had a friend do it to me once, but
yeah, that's a good dose too.
Yeah, especially if you eat the whole thing. I mean, it depends, but generally
did you
speaking,
eat the whole thing?
I did eat the whole thing.
Of course, you're fucking stoned.
It's a piece of chocolate. I didn't know.
Yeah, I've had something like that before.
Sure,
they're pretty fun.
Did anyone ever sneak one up on you?
No. Sneaking up with weed is fine. Sneaking up with mushroom, it's like, all right, I guess but sneaking up with ecstasy or some crazy shit or acid.
Dude,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So mushroom,
but that happens. That happens.
The little heart mushroom is fine too. It's it's a good one.
Sure.
But fuck you up with some tea or something that you're not ready for.
Sure, I hear you. Yes. Hey, do you want some tea, by the way? Tea? Since when do I drink fucking tea? No, have some tea. This is really, really good tea.
Yeah. The worst I've ever done is giving somebody a cup of vodka and they thought it was water.
Sure.
And they were super thirsty. And
I'm just wondering if it ever happened to you. That's all.
That actually almost happened to me.
Someone got you like that, Lucas?
Yeah, no, I asked for a glass of water, but he gave me a glass of vinegar.
Oh, dude.
That's bad.
That's pretty funny. Even if you're expecting water and you get milk, there's a certain sense of shock that hits your system, even if it's just a split second, because your brain knows what this is supposed to be like. Yeah. And when it's not, it's like, wait a minute.
It's traumatic.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a little bit. All right, so ready, Lucas?
It's time for...
Wait a minute. What the fuck? WTF News. So what do you got, Lucas?
From Unilad, pilot charged after illegally landing helicopter in a parking lot to buy an ice cream cake.
Oh, really? Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, he was in the weeds.
Wow.
Now, the people around thought it was a medical helicopter because it's bright red and typical colors for ambulance and all that.
Well, I guess there's an empty shopping center.
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Dude, that's even worse.
All right. So a little helicopter.
Yeah, it's a little helicopter, like one of the touring helicopters.
Yeah, little bubble ones.
You can rent out.
Wow. For an ice cream cake.
Yep.
Jesus.
It says he's going to be charged.
I would expect, especially a high school. Where was he? Where are you buying an ice cream cake at a high school? Answer me that one.
Why is it so illegal to land a helicopter?
Well, Dairy Queen.
Good question. Oh, Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And all of a sudden, this story is awesome. I want to freaking
ice cream cake.
Yeah,
made it so much better.
Landed at Dairy Queen to pick up an. All right, now it's kind of awesome. I'm going to say. So, what were they charged with?
It doesn't say. It just says investigators determined the trip made by the pilot was in fact not an emergency, no matter how bad the ice cream craving may have been. And on Wednesday, August 11th, he was charged for his actions. It doesn't say. More than likely, dangerous flying type, like reckless driving,
sure,
landing in a non-emergency. There's a few things, but it doesn't exactly say what exactly. So his court date is coming up on the 7th, so there might be an update with that.
Yeah, please
it sounds like if you take a car out, all the bad things that happen, like reckless driving, illegally parked.
That's pretty crazy, man.
Just with a helicopter.
I mean, I wonder if you keep it running so we don't get caught. Keep
the blades going.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Or do you sell it to them? It's like, listen, I can't. You just land. I can't sell you this.
How do you snitch on that though? How did they find out?
That's what I mean, Lucas. I'm sure that's not part of the story, but it is interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Do they call the cops? Try to stall? It's like, hold on.
I would never snitch.
Well, there's a picture. If anything, they probably got a picture of the tail numbers and tracked it down.
Oh,
fair enough. That'll do
Instagram snitched.
That'll
Instagram live.
All right, so shout outs. Marcos, I know you got some. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Shout out Soul Yoga.
Let me set the scene.
Soul Yoga in Wynwood. That's where I'll be going to.
How do you spell that?
SOL.
Okay.
Shout out DJ L. I saw DJ L the other day.
Oh, nice.
At the bar.
Nice.
I'm working at.
Oh, nice. That's what's up.
Shout out Mila, the restaurant.
Nice.
Why not?
You like it there? It's been a while.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's nice that he's off on Tuesdays every once in a while so he can be on the show.
That's what I try.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Shout out to my mama, my little brother Madison.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Lucas, any shout outs over there?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I got no shout outs, except for I do want to shout out my beautiful wife. Every Tuesday, she cleans this place because she wants it to look good for the guests that come over. Every Tuesday. The only thing I got to do is take out the cardboard when I get home and all the heavy stuff. So definitely want to,
That's real.
Yeah, dude.
That's super real.
When you walk in, if you notice, it's pretty freaking clean.
There's nothing to notice.
Yeah.
Everything is in its place.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even.
It's like when you go to a restaurant or even work at a restaurant. If there's no fingerprints on the glass, no one's gonna, you're gonna people are gonna notice it. They're gonna say something. Well, most of the time, But if not, they'll never notice it because it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out Laws, right?
Yeah, we'll shout out. I mean, yeah, that's what's up, man. Laws, man. I mean, sorry you can't be here. Hopefully next week it'll be good, but you're probably not. We'll see how the tests go. Hopefully we can get you on later. No big deal. I mean, honestly, Benoit had it. He's been on the freaking show. A lot of people are fucking catching it. I probably caught it. I think I told you guys around Christmas, I was just fucking dead. And it just so happened we didn't record that week, which was perfect. But I mean, Christmas morning, I felt like a piece of shit. I got up, opened presents real quick with Alicia, and I went back to bed for 7-8 hours, dude. I was done. So I probably had it then. Who knows? So, all right, well.
So, yeah. I know you get tired.
Dude.
You get real tired.
Tired.
I had it in October.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
Yeah.
Let's save it for the show. In fact, hold on. No, because we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit, actually. Yeah, go back to October, folks. You guys can hear all about it. So, all right, we're going to take our first little break. We're going to be back talking about this whole COVID thing, the vaccination being fully approved. So we're back in a few. And they're making it tough for people that don't want to get the vaccine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, if you don't get the vaccine, you have to, like, be 6 feet away at all times. You have to have a mask on at all times. You know, you're not allowed to, like go out and, like, mingle without certain precautions. In fact, Cam Newton, who is vaccinated, who is unvaccinated, like, traveled somewhere, and he had to stay away from the team for 5 days because he didn't follow, like, certain protocols and shit. You got to be tested, like, every other day.
I heard of guys, like, infecting the whole team, you know?
It happens.
Especially in a football team, I feel.
Especially with Delta, and we're going to get into it. Actually, well, that's what we're here to talk about for this segment. So we're back, and yeah, Delta is taking over. So I've sourced probably about 4 or 5 different articles here. This first one is Fortune.com. This is Grady McGregor, Biman Mulgerji, Sophie Meller. And this is actually August 3rd. So this is about, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So Delta wave in India and the UK have already receded. Could the same happen in the US? So what they found is like there's this big like roar where it goes up. And at one point, India was hitting like 400,000 a day. And that's just what was being reported. Over there, it's over 1 billion people. I mean, a lot more were catching it. That's just what was reported. But then after that initial rush, it just completely dropped off. So data from other countries is proving that some hope that the U.S. recent Delta-driven wave may dissipate as fast as it emerged. In the UK, daily confirmed cases of COVID have fallen by 50% in the past week after the country experienced its largest wave. So had a really large wave. A week later, dropped by 50% already. And no one knows for certain why Delta cases have dropped so fast, and many experts are baffled. Still, experts warn the U.S.'s large population of unvaccinated individuals means that the recent surge of infections may be far from over. Whether the U.S. will experience a drop-off similar to UK or in India remains uncertain as the world attempts to adapt to the new Delta era of the pandemic. So, I mean, we'll see what could possibly happen on that front, but I feel it sounds like it's a good possibility because everyone that was going to get infected got infected, and that's pretty much it, right?
Is it weaker? You know, is it not?
Well, Delta is stronger.
But it goes away faster.
No, it's actually stronger, hits harder.
And stays longer.
You're twice as likely to get sick. Some actually say 50% more likely, but they're calling it twice as infectious. So it's actually worse.
And the death toll is?
Death toll
the same
is
as COVID or more or less?
So
probably less because a lot of people...
That question they don't have the answer to because it's still so new. So they're still trying to get a lot of those figures. But so far from what they've seen, the death rate isn't that much different. But the difference is kids are now getting affected that weren't before. So the death rate is actually not as bad for the kids, but they're catching it more. But they just don't know yet.
I would feel like there's barely much of a high death rate because a lot of people have already gotten COVID and a lot of people have gotten their shots. So that's probably why it's...
A lot of the people that were infected were vaccinated. So 100% on that. Absolutely.
A lot of people infected...
shows that it fucking works, by the way.
A lot of people were infected that were vaccinated.
Yeah, a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah. So
the UK gambled, and what they did was, this is same article. Despite warning from scientists, they opened up the economy and said, "Screw it." Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland kept the same restrictions, but England decided they're just going to open things up. So by August 2nd, new daily cases were less than half of the number of 50,000 or 54,000. So they opened it up. It peaked up on July 17th at 54,000, but by August 2nd, which is 2 weeks later, it was less than half of that at 21,000. So it's interesting because they are an example of what a lot of people are doing in Florida is like, fuck it, just basically just let it run through, which is I think the decision that's being made, Or
the decision that was never made here. Because we never closed.
Exactly. Because they want to just let the viruses run through, get everyone, and Florida's going to move on with their life.
Yeah.
It's the only
like
logical explanation.
Build immunity. We're building immunity like what
pretty much
the vaccine wants us to do.
Yeah, and that's what the vaccine does. It helps your immune system fight it. Go ahead, Lucas.
Yeah.
No, nothing?
Just sitting over here, happy, vaccinated, not sick.
Yeah, true.
Vaccinated?
True. Absolutely.
I don't think I would have got vaccinated over there because you're barely around a lot of people, right?
Yeah, well, town's about 3,500 people. I mean, it's kind of spread out, but
sure.
You still do have Walmart.
But UK, they do have a Walmart.
And you have an Amazon.
Uses software though that tracks people. And you'll get a ping from the government saying, hey, you need to isolate.
On your phone?
Yeah, on your phone. There's several of them out there.
Kind of like that Apple tracker in our phone that was just put there?
Yeah, same thing with Android.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and when I bought my new phone, it had COVID tracker. Yeah, my Note 20. My Note 20 Ultra.
My Note.
Sure.
But that already had it preloaded.
I got you. Yeah, mine too. My phone too that I just got, and I got it, probably because they update it. They put it on there. If you had it, they'll just throw it on your phone if you didn't have it before. So Kathleen Catella, Yale Medicine, Delta is more contagious than other virus strains. By the end of July, Delta was the cause of more than 80% of new U.S. COVID-19 cases, according to CDC estimates. July CDC report on Delta's transmissibility came after an outbreak which occurred in Provincetown, Massachusetts, after a crowded July 4th weekend, which quickly turned into a cluster of at least 470 cases. While a number of reported breakthrough cases is low, 3/4, so this 470, 3/4 of them were vaccinated. Think about that. So even if you're like this Delta variant, you're still getting it.
Everybody
you're just
got
not, but you're just not getting as sick.
Then why are they in the hospitals?
Well, the people in the hospitals, it's only like 3%, 2% of vaccinated people in the hospital. 97% of the people in the hospital are unvaccinated.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
It's so bad that 3 Texas ERs actually shut down.
And 98% of the people in there are
unvaccinated. Yes, 98%. That's the number. 97, 98%.
Where was this?
This is a country across the country. That's what they're saying. Like getting the vaccine makes a freaking difference.
I swear, I know more people that got vaccinated that have COVID right now.
Yeah.
Than vice versa.
I might have had it. You never know. According to the CDC, even people with breakthrough cases carry tremendous amounts of virus in their nose and throat, and according to preliminary reports, can spread the virus to others whether or not they have symptoms. Delta was spreading 50% faster than Alpha, which was the first one, which is 50% more contagious than the original strain SARS-CoV-2. So each time it mutates, it becomes 50% stronger. And the reason it's able to mutate, the Delta variant, is because it was just able to run rampant. And that's the risk you take because it gets stronger because it's able to, lift weights in the body and make itself more powerful and more ability to transmit. And it just goes on and on and on.
So basically the government is helping you evolve your immune system.
Absolutely.
For free.
Forever. Well, I mean, pretty much.
For free.
Because these genes, this epigenetics, chances are genes will get, I don't get sick. Families that don't get sick, like your children usually don't get sick either. It's a genetic thing. So
you're saying that, that's how it's going to evolve. Like I get the injections from them or the vaccine from them, and then I have a baby. And the baby is immune to the vaccines.
Won't be immune, but it'll be less susceptible.
Viruses.
Yeah, it'll be less susceptible. I wouldn't say you're going to have the immunity. Absolutely. But what's cool about the technology with the vaccine, which targets the proteins of, if you ever see the COVID virus image, it's like a ball with a bunch of little spikes coming out of it. Mm-hmm. The vaccine makes your immune system target those spikes, the proteins on those spikes, so they can't latch on and to another cell and hack it and replicate and shit like that.
Damn.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah. So nearly 2,000 Georgia kids diagnosed with COVID. This is Thomas Kika from Newsweek. each day. 2,000 each day.
Damn.
In Georgia, where they're like, fuck a mask, like we hear in Florida. This is based on the age group's average number of daily cases over the last week, which is 1823. School districts in Atlanta, the largest metro area in the state, and one of the largest in the country, have reported over 13,000 positive cases overall among students, both kids and teens, in the 21-22 school year. Breaking the age group down further, children ages 10 to 17 have been worse off, averaging 1,100 in one cases, but that still means like 700 kids under 10 are catching this shit.
But how many died?
Very, 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 very little. 0.2 to 1.9% have required hospitalization, while only 0.03% resulted in death.
Ooh.
And that, when you're a kid, your immune system's like, just give me something to do, will you? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But at this age, your immune system's, my age, when you're older, that's why in your 60s, 70s, your immune system's done. Like, listen.
Is it?
I mean,
I
it's
don't
not
think so,
done,
man.
but it doesn't want to learn new things. It can't teach an old dog new trick.
Yeah, you can. You can at least keep up for a while.
But some immune systems, they don't want to learn how to fight it. Like a young immune system, we just can't fucking, wait to do something.
Yeah.
And that's the basic truth behind it, pretty much stripped down.
And honestly, if you're 20 years old, I don't really see the point of you taking the vaccine, because you just said, your young immune system is just waiting for something to do. But if you're 80, you definitely take it, or 70, because you only have maybe 20 more years to live. And if you're 20,
Sure.
in 20 years, you might still be in your prime,
But you'll still probably have a bit of an immunity to that virus, which is also good.
But even if you don't take the vaccine, you're gonna have an immunity to it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, getting it, I'm sure, is much more powerful than getting the actual vaccine, I would think. But if you get both, there's studies that said getting both, like, that hooks you up, because your body's ready to attack the virus, but the vaccine makes it attach those little proteins. So the combination of the two, because that's all you're doing. You're recoding, programming your immune system to go after this shit.
But chemically.
That's what all these vaccines do.
But you can do that not chemically. You can go in the sun and start working out hard, and going to saunas and eating different and doing things and getting like vitamin C and eating right.
That definitely helps, but some people are going to be more susceptible. There are people that just can't get AIDS. It just won't happen. Like, I'm just saying.
How do you even figure that out?
Magic Johnson, for one, he never got it. Like he got.
I thought he was cured. I thought he was cured of it.
No. He never got AIDS. He got the virus. What's the virus called? I can't remember.
HIV.
HIV.
He was cured of HIV.
No, he never got AIDS though, and it went away. They used his blood. I'm pretty sure Lucas, can you look this up? Did they use Magic Johnson's blood to research AIDS? I really think they did. So here's the thing. Last thing for this little part here. There are also lack of research about long-term physical and mental and emotional effects of COVID on children. And that's the thing. There are, and when you're done with that, Lucas, I have something else I want you to look up. There are regions of the brain, especially in your olfactory region, which is smell, that literally shrinks from COVID. That, it affects your fucking brain. There are people that have brain fog. There are people that can't remember stuff. There are people that are extremely lethargic and tired.
Forever? Like, it shrinks your...
for years.
Yeah, I know some people
that have gotten like anthrax and Ebola, they go through the same thing. There's a lot of medical professionals that knew that this was coming, and they call it long COVID. I'm not sure what the percentage of people is. I think it's like, 10, 15%, but they have issues for a long time.
I heard of that. I heard like 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, sometimes
I met
shorter,
a couple people.
But there are people that have been dealing with it since the beginning.
Not showing anything on Magic Johnson. So what was the other thing?
Brain shrinkage, Delta variant.
Not brain shrinkage.
Olfactory.
Smell.
Florida leads the country with almost 200 kids currently admitted at a rate of hospitalization up to 5-fold since July 10th.
Damn.
1.27 children hospitalized per 100,000, highest in the nation. Fucking A.
One child is hospitalized out of 170,000.
Out of 100,000. 1.27 out of 100,000. Go ahead, Lucas.
Reuters, at least.
Reuters.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's got to be a way to turn you up. Good Lord.
June 18th of
There
this
we
year,
go.
COVID may cause loss of brain tissue. Delta variant fuels steep infection rise in England.
Yeah.
So that's just the title. Now, obviously, I
I mean,
read a
that's,
long-ass article.
you can look into it, but basically that's it. Like, it does shrink certain parts of your brain. It has a really fucked up, long-lasting effect. Not going to get everybody, but still, you could get it. Like Laz lost his sense of smell, and maybe it affects his brain a little bit. Maybe not, because he had the vaccine.
And it could be just Laz.
In the nose, in the smelling area. What's that? Damn it. So Aaron Blake, Washington Post, what the FDA's full vaccine authorization could mean for vaccine holdouts. So yeah, they authorized it. Like I said, you could love it. You could hate it. It depends on which side you're on. You could.
They had to pay them, right?
What's that?
They just had to wait till they had enough money to pay them.
No, pay them. It's the FDA. It's the federal department. I mean, it's they can release it. They're just not going to release it until it's been properly tested.
They had to figure out how to get paid.
Who had to get paid?
FDA.
Dude, what do you mean how to get paid? They don't. They operate independently. I mean, if they were going to get bribed, Trump would have fucking done it. You know.
Yeah?
Yes, I mean, you're not bribing the FDA. They waited almost a year before they fully released it, and that's based on. And Benoit texted to me 15,000 people that have died from the vaccine, and 2.5 billion people have gotten a vaccine of some sort across the world. 2.5 billion. Yeah, and 15,000 people have died. And that's a percentage of 0.00006 fucking percent.
I'm not trying to be that guy.
I mean, even dying from aspirin every year, just the United States is 0.0000 like 3%. So I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. So, Food and Drug Administration on Monday offered its full authorization, the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, after previously approving it and others on an emergency basis. The vaccine skeptic community includes those who dispute the necessity, folks. That's a new word for you guys. So the vaccine skeptic community includes those who dispute the necessity of the vaccine and those who question their safety, and often both. Now, one of the vaccines has cleared a significant safety hurdle, putting it in the same category as many other vaccines. In other words, tetanus, polio. Is there a polio vaccine? Smallpox or chickenpox or any of the other fucking pox, tuberculosis. So it's going to be with them. You can just get the fucking vaccine. What's that, Lucas?
Whooping cough.
Is that a vaccine for whooping cough?
So,
whoop whoop.
But I know the other vaccines, they actually have a piece of the virus in them, right?
Yeah.
That they put in your body. And the COVID vaccine is not a piece of COVID, right?
Yeah, it's pieces of the actual virus, the protein that makes it stick to the other cells. That's what the vaccine. I mean, at least the Pfizer and the Moderna. There are other ones that out there that are pieces of the actual virus.
And they said, well, there are other ones that have pieces of the actual virus.
Yeah, I mean, different countries. There's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe Lucas, can you? How many different vaccines in the world are there right now?
I don't think they're able to put COVID.
I'm guessing 12, 15.
I don't think they're able to put COVID inside of anybody.
Well, they can deactivate it by taking certain stuff out. I mean, dude, the science behind it is pretty amazing.
It makes sense, but
especially in this day and age with gene editing and stuff like that, they've cured bubble boy disease. Like that doesn't exist anymore. Just by changing the genetics, changing the DNA. Polling suggests that there are a significant number of unvaccinated people who remain open to the vaccine if they are convinced of its safety. The latest Kaiser Family Foundation poll showed 3 in 10 people aren't getting vaccinated, and nearly 2/3 of them say safety was the concern. Among those who say they will definitely not get it, people overwhelmingly believe there was more risk of the vaccine than from the coronavirus. And many could seemingly be convinced. So the same KFF poll in June found that 31% of unvaccinated people said they would be more likely to get the coronavirus if it was given full authorization, which is 5% of the entire American population. So I guess getting full, bore from the government doesn't sway you at all?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I mean, it's nice that the FDA is assuring us that nothing bad is gonna happen.
So you're gonna go get the vaccine or what?
Not right now.
No? Okay.
Just gonna wait a little bit. I'm sure it'll get better. You're gonna get your next boost?
I mean, to be honest, I probably will. But if you haven't gotten vaccinated by now, you're probably not gonna. And it's run through a lot of the country already. And people catching it and people getting through it is probably going to be the most effective way for the people that survived in India. They're fine. I mean, there are people that catch it twice and get hit hard, but it's very, very rare.
I can be swayed,
Yeah.
This is the first step. The FDA's in it. Next thing you know, it's going to be like more like the flu shot. It's going to be more like these other, the science is going to get better. And
well, it's going to take years before they know how safe it really is. Let's be honest. But for right now,
and
not
then
too bad.
Maybe in like 4 years or 4 flu seasons, I catch it and it's really, really, really bad. Then, then you're like, fuck, let me get that boost.
Yeah.
So let me get that boost now.
Hook me up with that boost,
You
son.
never know. It is what it is. Like,
so already we're seeing the likes of Fox News traffic in the idea that the authorization might have been rushed. The authorization will undoubtedly be used by employers and the government to enact vaccination mandates, as the Defense Department quickly did on Monday. So now that it's authorized, listen, you want to work here? You got to get vaccinated. That's it. They can do it now.
That's the fucked up part. That's so fucked up, dude.
I mean, if you're a free enterprise and America is, if you want to work here,
I don't have to take a flu shot to work at certain places.
Probably because they don't require it, but I'm sure they could.
I believe the schools require a flu shot. They definitely
schools
require
do,
vaccines.
I mean, when I went to college, they're like, there's like 3 shots I had to get.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure, man. High school for sure. If you're not vaccinated, you're not getting into high school.
From the CDC, I did find a list of vaccines used in the United States.
Okay, sure.
There's 26 different.
Oh, Jesus.
No. There's 26 different
FDA
illnesses.
approved vaccines?
That's what we would be getting.
Oh, 26?
Yeah.
There's 26 approved, or not approved, but there's 26 illnesses from like anthrax, diphtheria, hepatitis A, B, C.
Sure.
Polio, rabies, rotavirus, for a total of 56 vaccines.
Jesus.
Diphtheria alone has DTaP, TD.
I had to get all that. I had to get that shot when Elena was pregnant. Yep. Like the DTaP I had to get. Yeah.
What does that do?
Diphtheria. What is it?
It's for diphtheria.
Just diphtheria?
Yeah. There's DTaP, TD, DT, TDAP, DTaP IPV.
Oh, Jesus.
DTaP,
okay. All I know is whatever I got, it was for like 3 different fucking things.
Oh, you got the peanut butter shot.
For virus?
Peanut butter shot? What the hell is that?
It's they usually give it in the military, which is like 6 or 7 vaccines.
Okay.
Tuberculosis.
There you go. The peanut butter shot, folks. All right, so
sounds like a porno.
UCDavis.com. Yeah, it does, right?
If it comes out like that, you need to sue the doctor.
There will be more variants, folks. That's what everyone thinks. Like, this is it. This is Delta. It's going to keep fucking changing. The Delta variant. What's that?
COVID's here to stay.
It's here to stay. And so the conspiracy theorists out there, they're spinning it. I saw this thing that Benoit sent me where it's like a timeline of what's going to happen. And they're like, and we're, don't take the vaccine. If you don't take it, enough people don't take it, then they're going to release another stronger version of the virus. So, I mean, they're not releasing it, you guys. I mean, even the people writing this know probably that they're not going to release it. It's mutating on its fucking own.
And if they do, they would release a virus that will fuck everybody who got the vaccine up. And then the only people left would be the people who didn't get the vaccine.
That would be some it'd be an interesting movie plot, but scientifically that's not possible yet. But it's possible soon. So the Delta, well, who knows? The Delta variant is currently the most prominent strain of COVID-19, but the Lambda, LAMBDA variant in South America is also emerging. Brazil a place where it's been able to just run freaking, just like in India, is able to just run through. And the reason why that's important is because it gets stronger and then it can spread. It gets stronger and it spreads. If you're in an area where it gets stronger and then, you go to the hospital and you survive, or even you survive at home and it dies in your body, it's less likely to spread. But, that's the thing. So as long as a chunk of people across the world are unvaccinated, the new strains of the virus will continue to develop and cause problems. Or as a conspiracy theorist, people say, they're going to release a stronger virus that's going to take everybody out across the world. Fucking A. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
The Miami police department's been hit pretty hard. They've lost like 15 people. 33 reported positive. 136 employees were quarantining. The jail system, 188 inmates in the jail system in Miami, Miami-Dade. 170 employees were isolated. So it's crazy. The director said a recent computer survey of sworn and civil police department employees taken by about half of the staff. So half of the Miami police showed 53% were vaccinated, 25% were not, 22% didn't want to answer. So,
damn.
You had COVID, so how did you?
Answered.
What's that?
I would have not answered.
Probably. Did you?
Yeah,
so how did you find out? Did you not feel well? You went to because we had this conversation. But
I woke up one day, felt like shit, turned over, and like
rolled over in bed. You mean?
Yeah, rolled over in bed.
Okay.
Looked at my phone, and it was so bright that like I had the biggest headache I've had in a long time.
Wow.
And then I called out sick on a Saturday night. So I was like, something's wrong. Took a test that same day, quarantined, came back, test came back 2 days later that I had COVID.
Wow.
And first day I had like a fever for a couple hours and felt like shit. And then after that, it was just like, fever went away, just tired for like 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
And then after that,
any throwing up, any loss of taste or smell?
After that, when I was feeling a lot better, like 4 days later, I was feeling a lot better. I lost my smell and my taste.
Sure. How long?
5 days.
Okay.
I figured it out. I went and I got some Chick-fil-A brought.
Dude, there's nothing more heartbreaking than like you just want something fucking delicious, but you can't taste it, man.
Yeah,
I've been
like
there.
The chicken sandwich, fried chicken, and then I bit in and it was like nothing, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I've been sick where speakers this whole time. I've been sick where
Laz.
I know, right? There's no Laz here. So I've been sick where like legit I just can't freaking smell anything, and because I can't smell anything, I can't taste anything.
Yeah.
So it's happened, man. It sucks.
It's weird. That's the weirdest part, like texture feeling and not
like buffalo wings. That was the heartbreaker for me, dude. Imagine not being able to taste like spicy, delicious buffalo wings.
You barely want to eat it because the texture's weird as fuck once you start only thinking about texture.
Chocolate, ice cream. It hurts right in the feelings, bro. Yeah. Right in the feelings.
That's why when you tell me people are suffering from long COVID, man, I sympathize.
Long haulers they're called, but yeah, long COVID for sure.
Long haulers.
It sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah, and I'm in the industry where taste is
100%
of what
I
you
have
use.
People in the wine, still in the wine world that lost their sense of taste and smell, and it was a little bit devastating. I mean, they got it back eventually, but one person was like over a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm sure it probably didn't come back 100%.
No, it takes a while. Is that Lucas?
I was going to say, when it comes back, is it like back, or is it kind of like slowly making its way
slowly
back?
Sure.
Like I had to start like if I had a Skittle, I'll taste the sweetness in the Skittle,
but not the fruity flavor.
But not like a Sour Patch Skittle.
Sure.
It's not gonna like burn my mouth like it usually would.
Sure.
So when that started coming back, that's when I knew.
I wonder if you're So your mouth probably doesn't water because your brain's not registering.
No, you water. It's weird. Like everything works except
really
taste. So it's like chewing Play-Doh or something.
Sure.
It's man, it's horrible.
It's funny because I went to the dentist today. I got my teeth cleaned, and at the end, the whole time you're getting your teeth cleaned, it's a fight of controlling the water that's filling up in the back of your throat. I mean, it's really is. And luckily, I'm able to just swallow with my mouth wide open for all you boys out there. But anyway, so basically, it's what I do. And the place, actually, the woman who does it here is amazing. I can say probably one of my favorite, like, 3 dental hygienists I've had in my 45 years, whatever. Because she gives me, like, every once in a while, she gives me time to, like, close my mouth and just clean it out. But the problem is that, when you start slobbering, that's when it gets worse. So in the end, she's doing the thing where she does the polish with the toothpaste. And, like, my mouth is so dry, but finally, the water's gone. It's fine. But I go to, like, just kind of, like, close up real fast. All of a sudden, the toothpaste hits my tongue. And my mouth just starts watering like freaking crazy. So now I got toothpaste like foaming up in the back of my freaking throat. But it's interesting that your mouth would still water even though it couldn't like fully taste everything.
Yeah, it's whack.
So your brain knew like what was going on, even though your taste buds didn't.
I still got hungry, but not that hungry. Like I got hungry, but I didn't have cravings. It was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man, I gotta eat. That's like work.
Yeah, that's how I feel a lot of times.
And a lot of it is like, should I eat it? Did I eat enough? Like sometimes you don't even know how hungry or how much you ate. Like it's weird, dude.
Sure.
That's why I didn't become a funeral director, because when they embalm, like all that formaldehyde and stuff, it fucks with your nose and it burns.
So everything. that's why I decided not to. Okay.
Yeah, I like tasting stuff.
Okay, sure.
I know an embalmer who said that pizza tastes like cardboard.
Oh, no.
I was like, I don't
Hazard pay. Good Lord.
That's
all
priceless.
right. Any questions, Lucas? You all right over there?
Yeah. I'm
just doing what you do.
Trying to stay safe.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I haven't moved down, because, all you Floridians don't know how to keep your
even though you
shut.
flew down here fucking in January for the photo shoot, so keep that shit.
When things were, calmer, now it's just blown the fuck up.
It is a little bit. All right, Marcos, any last minute thoughts before we take our second break?
No?
All right.
I'm good.
So we will be back shortly. We got some beef. We got some asshole. We even have a suck it.
Suck it.
So
suck it.
We
you
do
can
not
find
have
us at BWSS.
all kinds of buttons. So we have Lazarus Corner Positivity. Maybe if he answers, we're going to call him for beef. And then we're going to do if he answers, we'll do the positivity at the same time. So we'll see you guys in a few. Boom.
If he answers, you need to start off with, we have been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Okay, sure. Good. So when she went, I was like, some cookies and like, can you get like a chocolate? She's like, no, I'm not getting you all that stuff. You're trying to lose weight. I was like, okay.
I mean,
how about this? Cookies or the chocolate, either one, whichever one you want. She's like, I don't think I should be getting you any of this. It's not important. I was like, all right, well,
not essential.
One of them is more important than the others. So cookies or chocolate, up to you. So as you can see, she got the cookies.
Yeah. What about chocolate chip cookie dough, ice cream, or
Sure. When Haagen-Dazs or even Breyers, whenever there's like a sale on ice cream, I'll buy it. Like when there's a buy one, get one free or like a two for blah, blah, blah.
Bro, ever since I tried that gelato brand, like
Talenti.
everything, whatever they have, I'll buy and eat. That's the best.
Yeah, Talenti's good shit. There's no doubt about that.
Like at the store. If I'm getting at the store, that's what I'm going to get.
And you got these cute little containers when you're done.
Yep.
They're so useful.
Recyclable.
All right, Lucas. So are you ready?
Research Lucas with the weather.
Don't lie. We know you're ready.
Maybe. Okay, now I'm ready.
There it is.
No. Okay.
Either
so,
one.
Lucas, where do we have the weather this week?
This week we have Effingham, South Carolina.
Effingham? That's pretty good.
Effingham.
Effingham.
E-F?
Yeah, could you spell it?
Yeah. EFFINGHAM, comma,
wow.
SC.
That's kind of like something you would maybe see as Effingham over here, in New York or whatever.
I'm from fucking Effingham.
Yeah, or even over in like England or something or Ireland. So
Did you guys ever hear about the story about the guy from like Brooklyn or Staten Island, went to college, and his history teacher was talking about the Falkland Islands?
The Falkland Island, yeah.
I
didn't, but I can see where that would go for sure.
What fucking islands are you talking about? the Falkland Island. Yeah, I know that you're talking about the Falkland Islands, but the Philippines,
which Falkland
Hawaii,
Islands?
The fucking Hawaii, fucking Philippines.
The Epstein Falkland Island, man.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, did you enjoy the Christmas ham? It's like, no, I didn't enjoy the ham. Fuck that ham. Effing ham. So, anyway, wasn't very funny. That's okay.
I didn't enjoy that effing ham.
We already beat it to the ground. All right, so Effingham, North Carolina, was it?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay.
Actually, just...
Is that where bacon's from?
Yeah. Right.
Rearrange my desk so I don't know where my post-it notes are.
Oh, okay. So you can write down. Yep. And then after this, we're gonna compare ancestry notes because I got my ancestry stuff back.
Sweet.
All right. So what is today? Monday. You want me to start with Wednesday?
Yeah.
Or Tuesday.
Saturday. What?
Saturday.
Tuesday? Why do we start with Saturday? We always start with Friday or Saturday, bro.
Just Saturday. Okay. August 28th.
Sure.
High of 91,
Ooh.
Low of 71.
Okay.
Partly cloudy, with a chance of precipitation at 17%, with the winds coming out of the east at 5 miles per hour.
Okay, nice and breezy. Nothing too exciting so far. Stay tuned.
Sunday, August 29th. I hope you'd stay tuned. That's only the first day.
Sure.
You'll have a high of 91, low of 72.
Okay.
Partly cloudy. Chance of precipitation is a little bit lower at 14%, with the winds coming out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour.
He's giving me hints, folks. You heard it.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a little bit lower.
Monday, August. Monday?
Yeah. I think it's like Thursday already.
Dude, really? What day? Yeah. Wait, what day is this?
What are you writing?
What day is this?
Hey, I've been out of work for a little while, so.
Sure.
Monday, August 30th, high of 91, low at 73.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Mostly sunny.
Okay.
With the chance of precipitation at 14%, with the winds coming out of the southwest at 6 miles per hour.
Okay.
Tuesday, August 31st, high of 92, low of 72. Mostly sunny, with a chance of precipitation at 24%, with the winds coming out of the southwest at 6 miles per hour.
All right, so here we go.
And you got it wrong.
Wednesday. Oh, fuck. Wednesday the 3rd. Shit. I was trying to remember that too. So, okay, Wednesday the 3rd, September. Jesus. All right. So high of 91, low of 73. Partly showers with the chance of precipitation at like 45%, with the winds coming out of the west-southwest at 11 miles per hour. Let's
so
see
you
what
got what? You got Wednesday, right?
Yep.
The first.
The first. Oh,
not the third.
Damn it.
And you said September, so you got that right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure.
You said high of 91?
Yep.
High of 89.
I'll take it.
Low 72?
Yep.
And you said low 73.
Okay,
Damn.
there you go.
And you said partly showers?
Partly showers. This is the big gamble, folks.
PM thunderstorms.
Okay,
Whoa.
you know.
That's a win.
I mean, I kind of feel like it's a win,
It's
but
raining.
I'm not gonna. I'm still gonna relinquish the win on that one.
And you said 45% chance of precipitation?
Yep.
35% chance of
Okay.
precipitation. And
Still-
you said winds out of the west-southwest at 11 miles per hour?
Yes.
West-southwest, 4 miles per hour.
Um,
You got half on
I
that.
got half, but still, I'm going for the gusto, folks. All right, well, I guess that's what we got.
Lucas with the
That's-
weather.
That's the effing weather in Effingham.
The weather in Effingham.
North Carolina.
Effingham. Fuck that ham. Jeez. All right, so we got a little bit of beef in the house. We were talking about children in COVID. So Alicia's school, where she goes, had one of their kids catch COVID. And so, of course, what you got to do is you got to call everybody. So they call Elena, you know, because it's a Russian place. Elena calls me because she can communicate with most of them. Some of them, there's a couple of them that speak very well. Damn, freaking speakers again. Anyway,
Damn it,
so
Laz.
I know Laz. God, you're fired. So anyway, so they call everybody. And I was like, all right, so what do we got to do? We got to take her out. She's got to quarantine. I'm thinking, how's this going to fucking work? Because, you know, I'm going to have to leave work early. So when Elena has to go to work, I can take over for Alicia. She's like, no, it was 10 days ago. It's like, wait a minute, 10 days ago? So how did that happen? And we're just finding out about it. And she said that the parents didn't say anything until they came back. It's like, yeah, we were at home because, you know, our son had fucking COVID. So, yeah.
What? You got
I feel
beef?
like if, you know, you have a kid with fucking COVID and you should maybe say something a little bit earlier to keep the kids a little bit safe. Just throwing it out there. It's a fucking thought.
And it's not even just that flu, the cold.
Well, I mean, sure.
Somebody's out, somebody's sick, but
Yeah, but COVID.
That's manners. Like,
Wow, it's beyond manners.
it's beyond manners.
All right, so let me. I'm gonna call Laz real fast. Are we ready? Let's see if he answers.
FaceTime?
I could maybe zoom it.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up?
Yo.
How's it
You?
going?
I'm all right.
You all right? That's cool. You're on the show, bro. We just thought we'd call to say hello,
Here we go.
see how things are doing, how you're feeling over there, all secluded and you know, sequestered.
I feel great. I'm gonna get tested tomorrow.
How do you have your sense of smell back?
No,
No? Okay. Do you have any beef for the show? Maybe like these dickheads that are all fucking get sick at work and not giving a shit? They got you sick?
that's exactly what the problem is.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. Well,
I had to leave to get some stuff to cook for later.
sure.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We still have people like that are probably sick that just don't get tested and don't stay home.
Sure.
Yeah.
And literally there's nothing wrong except for the smell.
Sure.
But they said the smell can't come back.
They can't. Well, we can talk about it whenever you can make it back, which might not be for a couple weeks, but we'll see how it goes. But either way, I mean, yeah, it does. It can fuck up your smell for a while. It can, not always. So
they said I was looking it up. It's like some people had 60 days.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Fuck.
60 days and come back after the virus is gone.
Shit, dude.
But some people only had like 5 days.
Well, you only drink vodka, so that's not going to affect you too much because that shit doesn't have any taste.
No, I'm good. No, I can taste. I just can't smell.
Sure. I gotcha. So we know what your corner positivity is.
Laz's corner
Can you
positivity.
can you guess?
What?
You're fucking positive for COVID.
Bunch of assholes.
Boom. All right, dude. Well,
love you
freaking
too.
hang in there. Feel better. Tell Ricky to stop being a little bitch. And we'll chat soon.
All right, bro.
Rock on, bro. All right. Peace. You too.
All right, Los. Yeah, I remember my beef.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
What? You got beef?
It's amazing how reconnecting with a friend can bring out the little things.
So I ordered myself a yoga mat because I'm doing the hot yoga, and you need a little towel to go over your mat. So I ordered myself a towel, and they could get expensive. I didn't go too high.
For a towel?
Yeah, like a yoga towel.
Is this?
like,
It's a special yoga towel.
yeah.
What
it's
is it?
like,
Super absorbent?
yeah, super
Okay.
microfiber or whatever.
Okay.
And you lay it over your mat so you don't slip around.
Sure.
And the first day I used it, I got a decent one, maybe like $20.
It slipped on you.
No. The yoga girls robbed me. Some
Okay.
chicks in yoga class took my blanket or my fucking towel. And I
So
was
what?
like-
Did you had it in like a cubby hole
No,
or
like
some
I
shit?
rolled it up, put it on the side, went to the bathroom, came back, and there was only 2 girls walking out of the class, and then
So at the end, you
I
went
got
to the
robbed.
bathroom, came back, and they stole your fucking yoga mat and towel?
A used towel. Just the towel, just the
Wow.
little
Dude.
towel mat
That's kind of funny that they stole your freaking yoga towel
that was used
that was used.
in sweaty yoga.
Maybe they just wanted some of that, dark sun,
That's what I was
sweaty
thinking.
loving.
I was like, maybe it's creepier than I think.
Sexual.
But the yoga studio was super cool about it, and they just gave me another, like a brand new
Yoga towel?
yoga towel from their little stash.
Okay.
So I was like, all right.
I didn't know yoga towels were a thing.
Have you
Yeah.
been back to it?
Yeah, I
Since,
go there all the time.
Did you ask to see the security footage? Security!
I said something,
Sure.
but she just gave me a towel, and I was like, you know what? It's not that serious.
Sure.
Like, I'm not gonna go
What?
there.
So
Watch
you're
you come-
fucking up her positive vibes,
It's more like
bro.
karma shit, you know?
Sure. What's that, Lucas?
Watch you come back. You find your towel with some girl's number on it.
Yeah,
Call
right.
me.
I washed
Lipstick in
and
the
folded it
corner.
for you. Oh, wow. Smells
Shit.
nice.
Yeah, right?
All right.
I'll piss all over it for you this time.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. The golden shower version. Do you remember your asshole by any chance?
Um,
Am I an asshole for saying, where's my fucking towel?
it was something like that.
Sure. Well,
Yeah, it was
Lucas,
something like that, but
Lucas, you had to suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Yeah. So I got to go do something that I had to put on hold, cancel last year because of obvious reasons.
Sure.
I went to go see Stomp in.
Okay. Yep.
You know what Stomp is?
Who,
Les,
me?
or, I know you know.
Oh,
We talked
Marcos.
about this.
Stomp, is that like one of those dance movies?
No, it's
Like
like a
Stomp the Yard?
live.
Yeah, it's a live performance where
They
there's like no talking. They use like brooms and
They
lighters.
smash
and
on
music.
garbage cans and
Yeah.
Yeah, brooms. They just
Yeah.
make really cool rhythms and shit.
Where'd you? They have that around you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the
No.
barn.
Yeah. No, it's actual at a legit theater, which actually in September they're having Blue Oyster Cult and the Marshall Tucker Band.
I know Marshall Tucker, Blue Oyster Cult. That's a Blue Oyster Cult.
I heard of them. They're
Have you?
They're pretty famous.
Fear
Okay.
Fear
What
the
kind of
Reaper.
music?
Like
Fear the
soft rock
Reaper?
or whatever.
Okay. Nice. You can't play any of their music, just so you know.
Folk, maybe.
I know.
YouTube, bro. So when I posted the
can't.
movie, one of the songs when when my uncle in the movie is dying, getting his throat slit, the song in the background got flagged by YouTube as copyrighted material. Bro, it's fucking crazy.
Oh shit!
YouTube, man, it's not playing.
What'd you have
dude,
to do?
nobody knows. He like bought it. He bought the rights off of some website for like $80, like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what this shit is. Just some, wrangling, tangling, like country, twangy, like music background. And YouTube was like, nope, I don't think so.
No, it's a real song from somebody who wants money for it.
It's my guess is it's a song of some band that probably records a bunch of stuff like this so they can get paid $80 for someone to use it as a license. I'm like, I'm in the wrong business. I got enough fucking music that if I get a connection and do that, I'd have all kinds of fucking shit on movies.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. What's that, Lucas?
I was going to say Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Feel the Reaper.
Yeah, sorry. It doesn't ring a bell.
I'll send it to you.
But privately. I don't feel the Reaper because I'm macho.
It's one of those bands that you definitely know.
We got Laz's Corner Positivity already, so I'm glad everyone could be here for it. So we don't have any updates right now, that's for sure. And any last minute thoughts before we sign this one off? Anyone? Oh shit, we're gonna do Ancestry. Fucking A.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it real fast. Hold on.
Should I compare mine to yours or?
You have one too?
Yeah, actually I do.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I just got a pretty new one too.
All right. What do you mean? It doesn't change, does it?
They keep updating it. Like I got this 4 or 5 years ago, and last month I got an update.
Really?
Yeah.
So it changes a little bit based on other people's results or something?
It sharpens in.
Interesting.
Yeah, it narrows it down.
Okay. All right, so we'll compare Lucas and me because we have the same father, different mother. And then when we're done, we would like to hear what yours is. All right, so I'm going to start with Norway, 26%. What do you got, Lucas?
I have Norway? Norway, 18%.
Okay, sure. All right, Scotland, 11%. What's yours?
24.
Oh, wow. Damn. Okay. Eastern Europe and Russia, 15%. I don't think you have any of that. No. My wife is very proud of my 15% Eastern Europe and Russia. My beautiful Russian hottie wife. What's that?
It's one of the bigger things about them.
True. That's true. All right. So Germanic Europe. Yeah. Anyone? Yeah. How much?
7.
And I got 11% Sweden.
17%.
Okay. We're not that much different. It looks like the Russia's a little bit different. And then I got Baltics, France, and Ireland.
I have England and Northwestern Europe at 20, and Baltics also at 1, and Welsh at 13.
Welsh, okay. All right.
Mom's side.
And then I've got upper Midwest settlers in the United States. So Montana, North, South Dakota.
Yep.
That's interesting. All right. So Marcos, what you got?
I wasn't able to. But it's like, it's mostly Spain, Iberian. But yeah, they update your shit, man. They
I have to keep looking. Did they send you an email? We've narrowed it down for you?
In October. No, it's just you open it up and it's like a bunch of newer information and deeper information about the countries.
I haven't really gotten into it that deeply.
Actually, I do have one last.
Okay.
It's actually a dig at Mom.
Okay.
My mom. She grew up with her dad saying that she was German or not Bolshevik, Bavarian and all that.
Sure.
Well, no, he's bullshitting because the DNA test came back 0% German.
Oh, so I hear you. I hear you. I got 0% Italian in mine, and I grew up like, hey, you're part Italian, so we'll see if it inches its way in, folks.
You heard about that college kid that found out she was part African and she like lost her shit?
No.
Yeah, it was like this white girl.
Wow.
And they said she was like part African or something. She's like, oh my God, started crying and like.
Get over it.
Yeah, dude, ran out of class.
What about the two neo-Nazis that found out they're mostly Jewish?
Yeah, right. That's got to be fucking great. Wonk, wonk. All right, folks. So, yeah, me and Lucas are really fucking white. So, in case you were wondering, mystery solved.
Brothers.
And we are brothers. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week. This is Seth and Mike One. We've got Marcos.
Mike 2.
So, Marcos, the Dark Sun, thanks for stepping in. So hard not to say Laz and camera number 2. I got to say, you look good with the green behind you, a little waterfall going on.
feels natural, but I feel like I'm in somebody's
on
someone else's couch.
Yeah, there you go. I'd say that's pretty fair. And we got Lucas in mic 3 with the cornfields and the partly showers behind him, a little bit of a sunset. So I like the cornfield. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Boom.